100 days in, costs, chaos, and corruption are all rising. Americans elected Donald Trump to bring down costs. Instead, he spent the first 100 days igniting a global trade war that on average will raise costs $4,000 a family. It's made America look weak, chaotic, and unfortunately alone in the world. Stocks have tumbled, cutting into your hard-earned retirement savings. He's gone so far as to alienate virtually all of our allies and made our adversaries look like more reliable trading partners. And if that wasn't enough, this administration is doing huge damage to our national security. Pete Hegseth has made one mistake after another. This is a guy in a job way beyond his capabilities. He set up dirty internet lines, trying to use Signal on his own computer to get around national security protocols. He shared critical national security information on unsecured lines with journalists, with family members, a pure case of nepotism, and a bunch of his cronies in a totally unsafe way. And get this, he's spending taxpayer dollars to set up a makeup studio inside the Pentagon. And that's just the tip of the iceberg in this administration's mountains of chaos. They've started just plain cruel policies that terrorize immigrant communities, cut back on due process, and in many ways undermine the security of all Americans. They've deported American children, as well as deporting people who had legal status and that had no accusations made against them. In healthcare, they're cutting essential program after essential program. For example, they've cut out all of the folks who are doing childhood smoking cessation at the FDA. They've ended up cutting back on safety protocols for our minors who are unfortunately getting a higher incidence of black lung. And they've cut back literally on the researchers and the approval process for new drugs that could help all of us. One of the craziest things, they've stopped studies midstream on critical diseases like Alzheimer's and cancer. And some of these folks are just a small portion of the literally thousands of federal employees that have been fired regardless of the quality of the work they've been doing. And these totally unwarranted cuts at places like the VA and Social Security mean the benefits that Americans rely on. People are having to wait longer. They can't get anybody on the phone. And my fear is ultimately the benefits that folks deserve will be held up. This first 100 days, Trump has done nothing to lower costs, but instead simply weakened our position with allies and friends all across the world. But I tell you, Democrats are ready to keep fighting, not only on what's already happened, but whatever the next 100 days holds. We've started fighting in all of the courts. We're ready to raise our voices both on the floor of the Senate and in protests, and we will do everything we can to stop their crazy tax bill. I got a hell of a lot of fight left in me, and I'm going to continue to work to bring down people's costs, make sure your rights are protected, and to restore America's standing in the world.